welcome. Are you wanting to learn a new language for when you travel again? Are you wondering how you'll get by in different countries with so many different languages while you're traveling? Today, I'm going to give you 5 tips for learning a new language that have worked for my family and I. So, tip number 1 is watch movies and television shows that you already know and are familiar with in your chosen language. A lot of times you can find those on YouTube, on Netflix, different video options will have them, especially YouTube. Like if you type in Barney episodes in Thai, they will be there. If you type in Fast and the Furious, for example, in Russian, it will be there. So yeah, those kind of things. Another option with that is on Netflix. If you have a VPN, you can put your location as to the country where you want to go, and you will be offered videos and content in that language. Tip number 2 is to connect with people that speak that language. So whether that be in person, you go to groups that are for these people, or you agree to help somebody learn English that speaks that language, those kinds of things. Or online, you can join groups of expats in these countries. You can join homeschool groups from those countries, all kinds of things. Like there's tons of ways to connect with people from those countries that speak the language that you want to learn. Tip number 3 is to learn basic phrases and use them often. So whatever phrases you use a lot in your life with your kids or just in general, you can learn those phrases and you can use them often. So you could learn let's go, and then every time you're about to leave the house, you can say let's go in Thai or whatever language you want to learn. Tip number 4 is to use apps like Duolingo, Babel. There's so many options of apps available. Most of them are games that you play on your phone, and they really help you get an idea of the language and learn the basics. Tip number 5 is to swap out 1 or 2 words a day to your chosen language. So, for example, you learn bed in your chosen language. So then at night you tell your kids, let's go to, and you fill in the word for bed. Or supper, you learn the word for dinner, and it's time for, and you fill in the word for dinner. So those kinds of things can really help you to learn the language. The more you speak it, the more you hear it, is going to be easier for you to learn. And also keep in mind that you probably won't be fluent by the time that you get there, because just the way that it is. But as you're exposed to it more and you're speaking it more, you will get better and better. Don't expect perfection right away. So once again, those 5 tips are to watch videos and movies in your chosen language. Connect with people that speak that language. They'll be a really good asset to you to help you learn. It's really easy to learn, like specific words, but to string those words together into a sentence can be more difficult. And having somebody who speaks that language to help you and tell you, no, we don't say it like that, we say it like this, can really help. Learn basic phrases and use them often. Tip number 4 is to use apps to help you learn the basics. And tip number 5 is to swap out 1 or 2 words a day to help you with your chosen language. Another thing that I really like to do that's similar to that is I like to take Post-it notes and write out the words of things and stick them on those things. So the word for lamp, the word for bed, the word for door, the word for car. I don't generally stick one on my car, but just those kinds of things. The word for shirt, the word for pants, things like that. So those are my 5 tips for learning a new language. I hope they help you, and I hope you can put them to use If you have any tips for learning a new language, feel free to put them in the comments. I'd love to hear them.